Oh, there would be.
Hello. What's good, everybody? It's Tuesday night, so you already know it's time to go back into it. You know what we're into. We are doing the Umbrella Academy, going back on a rewatch.
Well, good
Oh,
everybody.
wow,
It's
that's been a
Tuesday
while.
night, so you already know it's time to go back into it.
Yeah, I forgot. I think I might have figured out that problem with all the stuttering and stuttering. I went through and because I've always run Safari. I'm on a Mac, obviously, and I always run Safari, and I've never gone through and actually cleared the Chrome. So I think maybe that's what was catching it up because I'd never cleared Chrome once. So did that. That's why it was back on. Everything was back. That's why that was set to on. So yeah, hopefully we're not going to get any stutters, and we're actually going to make it through today. And the one we're going through today with, of course, the one, the only, a Phantom D Saint. How you doing today, brother?
Hey yo, fan B saying here. Compared to the first two episodes, these were okay episodes. This was okay. It wasn't nothing as grand as the first two, but it was good enough not to be like DJ. Why you have me watching this thing, man?
Oh, ups and downs. Got to take the good with the bad. But yeah, I'm with you. These two were not the most exciting. They're just kind of fillers and pushing the storyline and along. And yeah, I think it's going to get a lot better from here. And speaking about better from here, we got another one with us. Of course, the one and only AK Watch. How we doing today?
What it do, my brothers? I am here, and I lightweight agree with fandom, but it's a couple of those episodes that are the fillers, as we call them, but they're juicy fillers. You need them there for world building.
Absolutely.
There was moments in episode 3 and episode 4. I just want to slap some characters because they said certain things. I'm just like, oh really now? And I can't wait till we talk about it.
Yep. Let's get it.
And we're getting into it. And before we even start, you brought up a really good point last time. I was trying to do too many things and I didn't fully hear it. But he's like, what if Five went back in time and either worked for the agency that is after him now, which I mean, kind of makes a lot of sense, or who knows, maybe even started it. Like, could he jump back and forth and he was just saying he was stuck, or before he even got there? I mean, because that was a pretty good point. So, I mean, are we thinking still it might be on that track, or have we gone on a different direction?
Still think it's like that. I still think it's that way. Because there's still it seems like 3 and 4. It seems like they're time traveling and that they know who number 5 is. To the point it's like it just for him, and it's again timey-wimey. AK knows this with Doctor Who now. It just hasn't happened for number 5 yet. And I'm guessing it will happen because he knows like he's gonna start this whole organization. So it's like at one point he's gonna be sent either to the past or to the future, and like, oh, well, I have to start this eventually, so I might as well just do it now.
There we go. I like that. You with that, AK?
I plead the fifth.
He says, I plead the fifth because I've seen it. You know, it's funny, again, AK's watched it. I watched it, but I watched it like way back a year ago when it first came out. So.
I watched it when it first came out, too.
And I don't think DJ watched the second season.
No, I have not seen
it. No, yeah, I'm going to enjoy going through that with y'all because neither one of you have seen it. That's going to be fun.
Absolutely. And to be honest, like I keep saying, I have truly forgotten more about this first season than I remember. So there's a lot of big points I really don't even remember. So yeah, I'm having a good time. Perfect rewatch.
Right. No spoilers. I will always censor myself if you ask a big question.
There it is. But we start off with a flashback to 5 years ago, and Vanya sees an Umbrella Academy comic book in a store window and just can't take being left out anymore. And it seems like this is what kind of drove her to write that book. And can we even be mad at her fandom? I mean, she's been left out her whole life, always the odd duck out. Like, can we be mad that she wrote a book and tried to do something on her own to be famous?
Like, she didn't go in her own voice, and this was it right here. Like, I'm not going to be mad at her, but at the same time, it's like, don't be too personal about everything now. Like, still get like, okay, it's like, hey guys, I'm gonna be like writing, an autobiography here. I'm gonna mention you guys here. There's certain things I can and cannot say here.
Absolutely, you can't be letting out too many family secrets. And then we got back at the house, and Luther and Allison are checking out like the old tapes that she found, and we now see what she was watching, which looks like what maybe their mother killing their father, or like at the very least, she was there at the end when he died. So AK is gonna have to plead the fifth. Were you thinking this was it? Like this was the proof that it was actually the mom that killed the dad, or were you just kind of confused? What was going on with this, Phantom?
Or was Pogo the one who gave the order, DJ?
I can actually answer without spoiling.
There you go. Hit that up.
I see. I think Luther is really seeing just what he wants to see. He's kind of got a complex right now. You know, he wants to be in charge. He wants to be the one to find all the clues and prove how great he is, still being number one. He's kind of chasing ghosts, is what it seemed like to me. You know, he's trying to find his own validation by looking at these random things. And I don't think that video proved anything. I don't think it proved anything at all. He's just seeing what he wants to see.
Absolutely. I think they're trying to maybe put us in a direction that maybe it's not, because I think there's going to be a big twist with that one. Absolutely. And they try to ask the mom about it, but she seems to like short circuit right before answering. Like, has she been reprogrammed not to answer, AK? Like, has somebody been tampering with her ever since the dad's been dead?
No, I think she has been breaking down for a while, actually. That's the gist that I've got. And because Hargrave is Hargrave, he didn't see the need to properly fix it.
Is that what it is?
Now it's
She's
worse.
just like breaking down and eroding over time, and Hargrave's like, the kids are grown, so I don't really need you anymore. So when you're out, you're out.
Pretty much, like that was pretty much her job. Was, you know, raise the kids, be protective, and once the kids pretty much grew up, they pretty much all left. Like, what's the point? And you know, just continue to fixing her, upgrade her. Like she was just slowly depleting.
Absolutely, absolutely. Diego's still hot on the case, trying to figure out who's shooting up his town, and it looks like even Yodora, the main detective, is all ears and open to Diego's help on this one. Do you think these two are ever going to get back together, fandom?
Damn. Episode 4 happened.
Point, I guess.
I don't know if we can answer that.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, you can't because you've seen the next two. But when you saw that point, were you thinking like these two are definitely going to get back together?
I thought they were going to get back together, you know, and they're just going to go just do this back and forth, bone here and there still. But episode 4.
Right. How raw was Helen to Vanya, just like stomping on her dreams of being like in her shoes or like in her chair someday? Like she's the number one chair violinist, but did Helen kind of have a point though? Like, this isn't for everything. Maybe find something you're more passionate about. It's like, seems like Vanya has been like carrying this violin around her whole life. Why isn't she better at it, AK?
See, that's the thing. She is good. But when you come from the type of family and type of parent of Hargreaves as Vanya did, you have a large amount of self-doubt. So she's kind of capping herself, even though she doesn't know that's what she's doing. Like, she's been told she's not special her whole life. So she can't even fathom that she would get that good. I think she is. And if ever there was a moment to just fucking backhand a bitch and drop the mic and walk out, that scene was it. Fuck that girl.
Also, DJ, you highlighted previous stream about these pills. And every single time, and these past 2 episodes, I'm like, she's taking these pills at certain points in time. I'm like, what's she doing? What's the mystery behind these damn pills? Exactly. Are they what they really are for now?
Keep a pin in that.
I said, like, I don't know, antidepressants, or they just, like you said, suppressing something. Like something's going on because they keep making a point of showing her taking these pills. And how is everybody so tough in this show? Like, Cha-Cha is just sitting there cauterizing bullet wounds with a curling iron, just not even making a face. You got number 5 just sewing himself up like it's nothing. Like, does this mean like Hazel and Cha-Cha are special too, or are they just like time jumping agents, fandom?
They're just that badass now. They don't even question it.
It's just like, how, I mean, girl with that curling iron did not make a face cauterizing it. I was like, oh, you know that hurt. Like, ooh. But when Klaus said, I just misplaced something, I found it, and then took a bite out of that donut he found in the bottom of the dumpster, I was like, this is a step too far. Like, I was almost losing it right here. Like, I mean, can they reel it back a little, AK, or is that just do the fan need it?
Nope. I don't want them to reel any damn thing back when it comes to Klaus. That is my baby boy. You will let Klaus be Klaus in any capacity he chooses to give you. Mind you, he does have his dickish moments, and his ridiculousness is strong sometimes. But you can understand where that's coming from. You could, out of all the characters, I think you can legit tell that Klaus is not a bad person at all. He just has very wrong coping mechanisms.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where the issue is.
You got to do what you got to do when you're in this.
Yeah, for sure. But with a power like that, like we said last time, I'm probably going to be high all day too.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt. What's up, Peter Griffin? I see you out there. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, Pogo 24. Pogo did it. Where did Five get that van, or did he just steal whatever vehicle was handy, fandom? Like, he just jumped in that van. Like, was that his, or is he just stealing and don't care, or what's up? That was kind of weird to me.
Yeah, he seems like he has stolen that van since, I think, previous episodes, episode 2, I think, or so.
He just picked it up. I don't even remember that. Is that what happened, AK? Did he pick that up in a different episode? I just missed it.
I remember there being a van in one of the previous episodes. If me and Fandom are misremembering, though, that legit probably just could have been some random van he found in the alley, and he went and hotwired that shit. It's like, okay, I'm not trying to bring my brothers into this. They on some bullshit. I got my own mission. So he's off on his side quest by himself.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it felt like to me. Like, he just went, there's a van right there. He's like, that'll work. Just jumped in and mopped. I was like, wait a minute. Like, he don't care about nothing. He's like, I know the world's ending, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I don't know. That was just like a little side thing that kind of took me up. But it looks like he's taking my idea, just kind of waiting to see who comes to buy the eye. That's what I was saying last episode. It's like, if he needs to know so bad, just sit outside and wait to see who comes to get it. And he has company, Dolores. So it's like, that's cool. So it's cool they picked up on that. And then we hear why Allison is not allowed to see her daughter. Like, she used her powers on her. But is that really such a bad thing? Like, she was just stopping her from screaming all the time. What parent would not do the same thing, fandom, if they could?
But just like she said, she was only going to do it like one time, and just that one thing. But then it's going to go into another, and to another, and to another. And I'm just like, come on now, free will now.
That's true, free will. But again, once you see it works once, and I mean, is there a parent in the world that wouldn't do the same thing, AK?
No, I don't think there is. I mean, and even trying to put myself in her shoes, like there was something like actually specific that was going on with the little girl. I think I don't remember.
I think she's doing like a temper tantrum, like little kids.
Was it just a temper tantrum?
Or
I thought it was something else that was making her act up. But either way, I can totally see Allison's logic on it. I don't think I would have continually done it because I would want to actually assess what that is. So I might have my kids start going to therapy and see what's actually the root of that problem. But no, if you acting up and it's bedtime, I done gave you your bottle of milk or your last bowl of cereal or your Oreos and whatnot, and you still acting up, I might have to hear a rumor so I can take my ass to bed too. I got work in the morning.
Right. And she did say, like, it wasn't a normal scream. She said it was like a bloody, crazy, wild scream. She said it wasn't like natural. She said
now I gotta rewatch this. Maybe she's just like the boys now.
There was something extra going on with it. It wasn't just a tantrum.
But again, was that just that first one where it was like, okay, maybe it's justified to do it this one time?
And it probably wasn't the first time. It's probably been, something that's been happening over and over again. And as a parent, for anyone that watches this later, I am not advocating for mind controlling your kids with your magic powers, but you can see the logic of the situation Allison was in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, maybe that first time it was like that, but she kept using it. And I don't think you know that it was wild like that every time. It just got easy for her to raise her child that way and never have to hear her cry.
That's where the fine line is. Yeah.
That's above and beyond. And that's where you kind of got to draw the line, I think. But yeah, that's wild. Like I said, it's like, who's not going to do the same thing? You really can't be that mad at her. But then we get Vanya walking around, and it just happens to find herself in front of Leonard's workshop. And it seems like she really could use a friend right now, but I'm guessing he's looking for something else completely, fandom. Do you trust this man?
Nope, not at all. Creep vibes, high key suspect from the get-go. Even our episode 4 went, maybe it was even in this episode, not sure. I'm just like, yo, this man should be locked up by now.
I think it was this episode, and Allison called it right. Yo, big sis. Out of all those, if you really want, you'll see while we go through these, Allison really is the one that really tries to connect with Vanya. And she has her sister's back. Okay, she forgot her keys. Cool. Why you in her place, though? Why wouldn't you just go to the practice and drop it off on the side there. Why I had to use the bathroom. Bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Bullshit. That's not something you do. And that's just Allison. She's real good at sussing stuff out, and she is calling bullshit off rip, and I love her for it.
Oh, this is a superhero you're trying to lie to right here. You ain't gonna pull nothing over her. There is no wool going over this woman's eyes.
Like, you can see how much he's trying to drive a wedge already to keep Vanya separate.
Oh, of course, exactly. And he's trying to make the move from Creepy McCreeperson to like a bit of a Mac. Like, I have to admit, that was pretty smooth, making a figurine in her likeness and giving it to her. It's like, he knows what he's doing. Like, he's starting to turn a little suave, a little better than just, hey, want to come see my wood shop right out of the gate? So,
oh man, I'm waiting for the episode when the reveal comes.
Oh man, we got.
I might have to record y'all's actions. Fandom, you might have to show your face for that one, man, because it's gonna be a trip.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I got both eyes on this man. That's all I'm saying. And that was kind of weird how Allison ran into her there. Like, how did Allison know where to look to even find Vanya, fandom? Like, her sister comes and meets her out there. Like, this whole city, she's not in her neighborhood. She's like in this weird neighborhood over at old boy's workshop. How did Allison even know to find her there? Or is that just plot convenience?
She probably was keeping tabs on her. Like, she just came from the violin practice, and she knows she's into like freaking violin. So I guess it's just
that's what it wasn't. She I don't think she was near his shop. She was near where Vanya was practicing, wasn't she?
No, they were in his shop and they were just walking out, and he's like trying to make a date with her, and she's like into it.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the wrong situation. My bad.
Yeah, like they had just left her. Hey, what's up, Lindara? I see you out there. Welcome back. Oh, just absolutely loving the music in this show. It is fantastic. But also getting their tracking on, Luther and Claus catch up with Five, and Claus is enjoying the family time, but Five and Luther like kick him out while they have a chat. And poor Claus is just trying to share a painful memory he had with chocolate pudding, and they're just not having it. Like, this man's getting no love from his brothers. What's up with poor Claus, fandom?
How do you wax with chocolate pudding? Like, I literally had to pause and say that to myself. Like, what the hell is in this pudding? And what the hell is? Why would you like? I didn't get it's Klaus, but still,
it's Klaus.
Oh, this man. But most of the family like convene to take a vote on what they should do with their mom, and it's looking more and more like she may have had something to do with their father's death. And it's an even vote, 3-3, so they need 5 to break the tie. And while the kids are talking it over, it seems there were some eavesdroppers listening in. Like, when Diego saw the mom, he asked how long she was there, and she just kind of like snapped out, and she's like, I'll make some cookies. And then we also see that Pogo was listening from above, and I'm telling you, I do not trust this talking monkey. What's up, fam?
Pogo did it.
Y'all gonna leave Pogo alone, okay? Y'all not gonna keep disrespecting my guy's name, all right?
I do not trust that talking monkey. But walking through the house, we see some old memories through Diego's eyes, and why he's especially close to their mother. Like, she always took the extra time to help him out, and he had a stuttering problem, and she was always there for him, while the dad was just like, let's go, like, just a heartless bastard. Like, he showed no love ever. But Diego tries to get her to admit that, like, if she did it or not. But in the end, we see even if they can't, or even if he can't, that she really is just a robot. Like, there's nothing. She has no feelings or no want for revenge. So I don't know. It's like, is Diego just like, is his emotions getting in his way, fandom, of not seeing the truth, or making him think that it really was his mom that killed it and he just can't see clearly?
Honestly, if she even admitted that she even killed the father, Diego would have been okay with it.
Yeah.
But like you said, she has no feelings or no emotions. Like, she's not out for revenge. So why would she want to kill him? I mean,
I don't know, because the way Diego was talking about it, it was like, even though she was programmed to do it, she seemed like she like evolved from it.
That's what he thinks, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he feels like she actually has emotions, and it almost seemed like there in the end he realized that no, she really is just a robot, and that's why he took her out.
That part, exactly.
So yeah, it's just catching up with it. Oh, I was getting all kinds of feels in that one. Poor Diego. But Five's still on the stakeout out there, and finally sees who the doctor sold the eye to, and he of course like follows him to learn more. And then while back across town, Cha-Cha and Hazel decide to pay a visit to the Academy, and it was pretty ballsy of them to just walk right in without a care in the world. Like, them and Five, like, they just seem to come from the same thing. Is it just because they know that the world's ending and they don't care about anything? Just bust into people's houses, shoot shit up, just don't care about getting caught or anything because they can just bounce out to another realm fandom? Like, what's up with that?
It was weird because I thought they assumed who number 5 was and his background and such, but it seems like they just don't know. Because the moment when the donut employee like did like the umbrella thing, I was like, wait a minute, so they don't know anything about the Umbrella Academy, his siblings, like where he came from, none of that. So if he did start the organization or work with them, he really wasn't like opened up with them like at all.
Yeah, he was undercover incognito big time. And also, they would have definitely smelled that joint closet just lit up. Like, they just walk right by him. Like, this man's like just lit up a joint and they're not even, they look, oh, I don't see anybody and just keep it moving. Like, it seems like they would have checked that. That was weird. And they just kept walking. And like, first of all, like, I really love the music. Like, Cinnamon playing while Cha Cha and Hazel were battling with the kids. That was dope. But I mean, that was really the perfect song. But there's no way that Claus would not have heard all that gunfire through those cheap and cheesy ass headphones, AK. Like, what? Come on.
I mean, again, it's Klaus. When Klaus is in his moments, all Klaus will see or hear is his moments. That is it. It made perfect sense to me that this huge firefight is going on, and my guy just had like the freshest shower or bath that he's had in probably over a year, and he's just strutting around the house with his towel on, got the music blasting. So yeah, it really just makes sense to me for his character. And while he can fight, because all of them were trained how to do that, that's just not his nature, especially now where he is in his life. He's not going to think to go fisticuffs or straight into battle mode like everybody else. He's just going to stay where he is for his own sanity.
Yeah, his power is definitely on a whole different level, and he's got to use it a whole different way. And how trippy was that with the mom just sitting there, like sewing like nothing was happening? Like, fandom, weren't they just saying earlier how one of her functions was protection?
I was literally about to say the exact same thing. I'm like, yo, what you be hearing is gunfire and you're just stitching like all the no care in the world right now?
Your kids are under attack.
Also, where the hell was Pogo in this? Does he not know any combat or anything?
Pogo's an old ass man. Okay, well, man, ape, whatever. Leave my guy alone.
Nah. Because I was expecting some yoga type ish to come out of nowhere, but nah, we didn't see him at all.
Nope, he hiding in the closet. That was messed up.
That's what I'm saying. Mom's has been breaking down for a while. That's why she's sticking to just her most basic functions right now.
Man. I do love how sick and accurate Diego is with his knife skills. Like, the way he can throw those around corners, like, he is nice with it.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about him. Fuck that guy.
Hazel must be super powered though to be like strong enough to take on Luther like that. Like, he have to have special powers?
Yeah.
Hazel not a little boy though, you know. He got. I mean, you might think that's a little bit of fat in there, but I guarantee you, there's muscle ripples within all of that. So he's taking some hits, and he's a trained assassin.
Yeah, but Luther's not normal.
He's like the TVA. He's like the TVA going after Loki. They don't have special powers. They are just very well trained, militia folks. So they can go fisticuffs. Same with Hazel and Mary J.
Man, I guess that was crazy. And fandom, why did Luther just push his siblings out of the way and let that falling chandelier hit him? Like, why not just jump out of the way himself? Like, if you can push them out of the way, you could have went with them. Like, I don't know, that was weird. We just had to. That was just how they had to get their reveal in, I guess.
The plot.
Mm-hmm.
And when Luther gets up and his jacket comes off, we see he's more than just a man under there. Like, this is obviously the first his siblings have seen it all as well. Like, they're all just standing there in awe. Like, oh my God, what were you thinking with that, fandom?
Repeat it? Sorry.
When they first saw that he wasn't like, he was more than just a man. Like, obviously their father had done some surgery on him.
When I saw it, I'm like, did they like cut off his head and just attach it to something else? Like, how did his body like became that way? Or did as time progressed, like his body just, this type of metamorphosis or something?
Yeah, no, it's like just the torso alone, like just his torso has
the upper body, yeah.
That's crazy. And speaking of looking in awe, Diego looked horrified when he went to go check on his mom and saw her sewing through her own skin. Like, like I said, the fact that she didn't hear anything is just weird. But I guess I can go with it. She's just degrading, living on her like most basic functions, like AK said. But that was so sad. It was like having to put down a pet, but worse. Like, I don't know. You weren't feeling sorry for Diego at all, AK?
I mean, for that one instance, yes, because out of all the kids, he spent the most time with her because of his speech impediment and his confidence issues because of that. So that really impacted him. You know, he's like she's like the number one thought in his mind. That's why he was fighting Luther to not shut her down. But then when he saw that, he was like, all right, fuck, you know, I can't ignore this anymore, but I'm going to be the one to take care of her.
Oh, so bitter. And then him taking his feelings out on Vanya, like, that was just ruthless. Like, was the book really that bad for him to hate her so much? Like, it seems like other than Luther, they all left in the end anyway. So why so much hate for her, fandom?
We gotta know more, like what she wrote specifically in this book, and it's not being said just yet for them to act this way. Because even with Alice, at one point she was type of way, but now she's like beginning to open back up. But with Diego, it's like she had to specifically say something about Diego for him to be this way.
Absolutely.
I will. This is the one time I will willingly spoil you, just because that is kind of a plot point, but it's not. It doesn't get answered.
What? Wow.
No, I mean, just so you're not looking forward to that, and you're
Well,
not.
thank you.
I'm just letting you know now. Yeah, don't put a pin in that one.
All right.
It's never said.
Right. So Diego makes Vanya leave, and she ends up like heading over to Leonard's place. And for some reason, like, I just noticed that violin. Like, it seems like it is always with her. Like, I don't know. I was like, how is she not better on that thing? It seems like she's been playing her whole life. So that's gonna have to be something that gets answered. And then Cha-Cha heads back to the hotel to see Hazel already there living his best life, just chilling on the vibrating bed and eating a jelly donut. And she's like, he says the night's not a total loss. And Hazel's like, or she thought the night was a total loss, but Hazel disagrees, and he takes her out to see what he has in the trunk, and of course it's none other than Claus, and he is not happy at all about his current situation. Like,
can I ask you a question on this one, DJ?
What's that?
For a hot second, I thought he was just strictly talking about donuts and going to see his boo thing. Is that what your first thought was, or did you think that maybe he got Klaus or got somebody else?
100%. I knew it was going to be Klaus out there. I was like, he's
okay, cool.
We never saw what happened to Klaus. He was just dancing through. And like I said, the fact earlier that they just walked by him and didn't smell that joint, like somebody's going to be there, I was like, they didn't do that because they're going to grab him later. So
nice. Oh, good eye on you then.
Linda says, spoiler alert, be careful with those.
She's already watched. She know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. All right, real quick, we'll run to there and see what you remember. Just a couple quick questions in the trivia.
Oh, I can't prepare this time. Go ahead.
Oh, here she goes. She said, if you know
see.
the answer, put them in the chat. If you are watching this later, put them in the comments down below. What year were the bullet casings that Diego found manufactured?
1954.
Yeah, it was 1960 something, I think. That's the one damn fringe detail I didn't put down.
She said, I was ready, damn it.
Look, I took notes on like every obscure thing I wrote down. You know what? I will come. Look, hold on. Wait. Where's my thing at? I will come out the matrix for this one. Okay.
She said, I'm ready.
So, and I will show you. Look at this. Look. Okay. Look, I got Post-its. With all these shit, every random obscure thing that I saw, I was like, you know what, DJ might ask about that. Let me put a pin in that one.
You said, I'm gonna watch your show now. I've not seen it once, but looking at it like this is like a whole new eyes. Absolutely. All right, here's a little easier one. What size were the bullet casings Diego found on the floor?
See the freaking guns. Stop asking about the guns.
3 inches.
That is incorrect. Oh, if you know that answer, put it in the chat. If not, write it down below. Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Damn it. I didn't write down shit about the guns. That's something.
All right, maybe this is one you'll get. What was the name of the tow company the driver from the donut shop worked?
Was that in this episode?
It most certainly was, or it would not be in trivia. What was the name of the tow? Oh, she thought she came correct. She thought she had
I don't believe you. The only thing I remember about the tow truck was when somebody said that was when they were talking about, and Chacha was like, no, that was not his kid.
Oh, what's good, Jay Cruz? I see you out there. Welcome.
What up, Jay? Damn it.
All right, see if you just got here. What were the bullet casings that Diego found? What year were they manufactured? What size were the bullet casings that Diego found? And what was the name of the tow company that the driver from the donut shop worked? And question number 4, what was the name of the first chair violinist?
Who cares
Helen.
about her?
What's that?
Helen.
Hey, she got one. There we
bitch I want
go.
a backhand.
Man
Just
was
look
like,
at
I don't
bitch.
care about this
That's
girl.
for Vanya. You go sit down somewhere.
Hey man, she's putting a foot in Vanya trying to get her up. So you got to care about a
fuck
little
that
bit.
broad. I got no respect for her.
All right, we got one. See if we can get another one. How many days are left until the end of the world, according to Dolores, as she sat with 5 that night in the van?
Hold up.
Isn't it 5? Because like at the beginning it was a week, and we've only been through a couple days.
No, the beginning was 8 days. So is it 7 days? Or
Those are both incorrect. If you guys know,
okay, 6 days then.
Jake is saying 11. I don't think that's right.
It's
though.
6 days then. It gotta be 6 days then.
Last question on this one before we get into the next episode. How long ago was the flashback scene with Vanya in the beginning?
2 years ago.
No. It wasn't 2. I don't think it was 2. Hold on.
All right, then it was 5. 5 years. 5 years.
Oh man,
I have a year down, but it pertains to Luther, not Vanya. God damn it.
Incorrect. Oh, we're gonna give it to you, so fandom gets one too. Absolutely, he is correct. Absolutely.
Wait, was it 2 years?
No.
What did fandom say? What did you say? Or did you say 5?
It's 5.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah, well, you both got one.
I'm gonna have to think more obscure for the next one.
She came correct.
Yeah,
hey, out of 6, you both got one, so we're gonna give it to you. Neither one of you blinked. And then we're gonna jump right into the Umbrella Academy Season 1, Episode 4, and this one's called Man on the Moon. And this week opens up with a flashback of 7 years ago as it pans up to the body of a perfect specimen that we know as number 1. And it looks like Luther did not always have the torso of a gorilla, AK.
No, he did not. Lil Dickon Tarley, he was putting in them crunches down, training down there, with his pops. So he came out looking good. It's only, as a fluke, huge ass accident that, he had to endure because, again, his dad is an asshole. But I'm sure you'll get to that.
Absolutely. And we see Luther walking around with what seems like an empty house, and none of his siblings seem to be around anywhere. And he gets a mission alert from his father who tells him, as his number 1, he needs him to handle this. And Luther says, there's no need to call me by number 1 or by a number anymore. What's that?
This motherfucker's rolling around. He's the only one there. He's the only one there, and he doesn't seem to understand why.
Yeah, I mean, that's
and
crazy.
This man is still calling him over the intercom and still can't bring himself to say his name.
Exactly. And that's why he's like, you don't need to call me by number anymore. And when the father actually stops and looks up and asks why not, Luther retorts, because I'm the only one left. So, I mean, and the fact that, like, even then, like, even at that point, he could not look his son in the eye. Like, is that because of no love, or because he does and he doesn't want to feel, or does he just not care? Like, what is it, fandom? Does this man truly have no love for any of his kids?
All the above. Damn it, all the above.
Yep.
That, or is he just in a denial that all of them left?
No, I mean, see, he gave that old English man, that harumph sound that they be doing when they have discourse about something. He doesn't care about that. He just said, whatever, and put his head back down.
Yeah, Hargraves never even looked up to see the face of number 1. Like, it wasn't until he actually walked away that his father looked up. Like, was he literally so obsessed, like so self-involved that he hadn't realized that they had all left? Or was he not looking up because he knew the mission was too dangerous for just one person to attempt, fandom?
Still iffy on it.
It's like a little bit of both, maybe. And it seems like it was and almost took his life, but Hargraves called for the serum and a reluctant Pogo brought it. And we soon see why everybody was given the looks they were. Like, I don't know. Was that the right move, AK? Would you rather come back as like a torso of a monkey and still be alive? Or would you just rather just go and try again next time?
I honestly don't know that I could have handled that. I think I probably would have preferred to just have myself, die in battle. And then I go off and chill with the Valkyries in Valhalla. with the family that they have and how ridiculous Hargreaves was in raising them, you can tell Luther, more than a lot of them, because he stayed the longest, suffers from the most PTSD and image, like self-defamation. And then to add on top of that, he failed this mission. He almost died. And now he has to look and live like this. You can tell how insecure he is about it because he's always covered up from neck to foot. So that's a hard life to have to impose on someone. He didn't ask for that. He again is being put into something he did not ask for. The way he ran away once that happened, that speaks volumes and says everything that needs to be said about where his headspace actually is.
Absolutely. How about you, Phantom? Would you rather live like with the gorilla torso, or would you rather just go out and battle?
I'll live with a gorilla torso.
That's because you skinny as hell. You wouldn't care about being skinny.
You said life is life. You know,
and don't think
I want to be different. I want to be different now.
Don't think I'm just talking outside of my neck, okay? I've met this man. We have hung out in person, okay? He a little skinny ass dude.
Hey,
I love him though. You know I love you, brother. You know I love you.
Hey, there's some freaks out there with some fetishes, so I mean, everybody.
You're not wrong. I'm not refuting that at all. You are not wrong, sir.
Absolutely. And it looks like Leonard's trying to show he is actually a nice guy. I mean, to me, a little too nice. Like, is anybody trusting this man? He was just a little too forward there. With
technically, he kind of is a nice guy. If you know the term a nice guy, a nice girl. Have you read any of them forums on Reddit and the horror stories of those people? That's kind of the creepy nice guy category that he's in.
Oh man, just a bit too much. But he walks into rehearsal, so it looks like he's going to get his dinner date. And then back at the Momo, Claus is making the best out of a rough situation. Like, he is getting put through it, but giving up nothing. Like, my man's just got a tight lip. It's like, you're not getting anything out of this guy. And then Allison heads over to Vanya's place and finds Leonard nosing around. And he said he was just using the bathroom, but like we were talking earlier, we're not buying that. We do not trust this man. And then Five finally confronts the doctor and makes him take him to his lab. And while back at the house, Diego and Luther are at it again. Pogo has to break it down for him, like, to straighten him up. Like, you guys need to settle down and get back on task. We got to figure out what's really going on here. And it was funny how, like, they actually, like, really do respect him. Like, they both shut it down and said sorry and walked away. Like, I don't know. What, are you still just hating on Pogo, fandom? You don't trust him?
I don't know if I can truly trust Pogo. There's some stuff there. Some stuff from it's like I'm questioning it.
It breaks my heart every time you say it.
Oh, and from my understanding, yes, I think I did hear that this got greenlit for season 3. So
yes, it is in the works. It is in the works, and kudos to them. Also, just I want to shout it out. You know, Ellen Page is no more that is his dead name. It is Elliot Page, and they are fully embracing that and supporting him. And I really, really love seeing that.
That's awesome. Absolutely. So we get Claus, and he ends up getting Hazel and Cha-Cha high as kites, which sends them off on a mission, which gives him time to breathe. And those two were having a little more fun than anybody I've ever seen on Edibles. Like, it looks like they needed that release, AK.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Cha-Cha and Hazel, when Claus gets them high on his edible brownies and they just go off on their little mission, just dancing.
It's like, y'all remember that movie How High back in the day with Method Man and Redman? Okay, the professor, that was always on their ass, the black dude, when they gave him the brownies. That's exactly this scene right here. And yes, they needed to let loose Hazel, just because as we come to find out, he's a good dude, and this shit's starting to weigh on him. He needs to just have some fun and get all that bad shit and bad energy out of his head. Cha-Cha really needed that because she is all about her business. She is a very by-the-book woman with her job, and I understand that. But hot damn, even the ruthless need a vacation sometimes. And you could tell she really needed that.
Oh, they're getting their dance on in the fire.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it.
They needed it. And again, like, the music in this series is epic. Perfect.
I got a feeling that you might be asking about that song, so I wrote it down. Let me just
Absolutely. Five and the doctor get there just in time to see the lab go up in smoke, and Five tries to even run in, but gets knocked back by the blast, and it looks like that clue's going up in smoke, so he's going to have to figure something else out. And Hazel and Cha-Cha head back to the donut shop, and Cha-Cha figures out Five is just trying to change the timeline, which in essence means they're going to be the ones that are going to end the world when they kill him. It's like, AK, how ruthless is Cha-Cha? Like, realizing that it's going to be them that ends the world, and she's just, like, matter-of-fact about it, like, oh, well, it's a job, got to get it done.
Oh, ask that again?
Well, it's like you were saying, you understand Cha-Cha being about her business, and, like, you know, it's just another job, but she realizes that this job, when they kill the kid, is going to be the end of the world, and she's still like, oh, well, you know, just another job.
Yeah. I mean, and that's because that goes back to, like, I think it was episode 2 when they sent them that letter saying that because they're taking so long, they're going to start docking their pay. She's trying to make sure she can still secure the bag while it's at a decent amount without more deductions and random nonsense. And I understand that, you know, being a working woman myself, I get that. However, they're right. They didn't tell them how special this case was. And they're not even giving them any leeway.
Yeah, they're taking money away.
Yeah, that's really, really messed up. And Hazel, I think Hazel has every right to argue about it. And that's what's really causing the discord with them.
Feel it. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Every show I see or every movie we've come to see, like when people start doing that and shortchanging you and shortchanging and shortchanging you, they're going to kill you. Like you're like done. Like they don't care if you live or die. Like they're actually trying to actively kill them, I think. Like,
Put a
why
pin
would
in
they
it.
keep making it like less and less and less, fandom?
I don't know. I was still even confused by that. Like if they kill him, they end the world. How so?
See, they weren't supposed to know that though. That's the thing.
Right, exactly.
They were just supposed to go in and take care of Five, but they were not briefed on everything Five could do. They were not briefed on his family and what could happen if he made contact again with his family. That's what the real messed up part is. So that's, of course, you know, the big corporation making all these rules for the little folk working under them, but they not giving them the full story or even trying to give them any leeway on the extracurriculars that come with it.
Yeah, and not only telling them, they're actually giving them less and less.
And they're punishing them.
More.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to say, oh, you're taking too long, so now it's even less money. It's like, yeah, it's like any other movie I've ever seen with this situation going on. Those people are in the death zone. They're coming.
Yep.
And man, if I was Claus and I heard that made in the room, I would have hopped that through that fuzzy ass fan. Like, help! Like, I mean, what a way to detox. Your boy Claus is going through it in that hotel.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't like you try to like move around even more. Just a try, but
make more noise.
Nothing. And he was close too. Like he was trying to scream a bit, and it seemed like she did almost like catch something, but then she just brushed it off.
Like
can we make a note though that Klaus really was the MVP in that scene, even though he was getting his ass beat. He absolutely was having the most fun that he could with them.
Oh, he was holding it down. Yeah, they weren't going to break him. He's like, you don't know what I go through on a daily basis. You have no
like, bro, y'all are the least scariest shit in my world. So, and you want to talk about strangling me? I love pain in the morning. Let's go.
Oh, they're like, is that a? Oh, I was crying. I was like, that was just too much.
Toast again, Klaus.
They're always going to take that one step over the line when it comes to that character.
Mm-hmm.
And AK, how did Diego know that Five was going to be at the library like that?
He didn't they found his notebook is what it was. I think it was some whatever clues. I didn't zoom in enough to look at it. Whatever clues were in that notebook, that's what clued Diego in. And for all his faults, Diego actually is a decent detective. He just got booted off the police force because he was too much of an idiot to stay within rules. So I think he was the perfect one to actually send on a seek and find because he's gonna know how to follow clues like that. You see, he used to beat his ex to the crime scenes and figure out what was going on. So that speaks to his skill.
Absolutely. Poor Claus is still going through it though, like, and doesn't believe anybody's gonna come for him. Like, I don't know.
That baby stay going through it. He really do.
Claus does. Like, he's got it rough. And while the detective decides to follow up the lead on Diego's brother, like, fandom, why would she go there by herself? She said she knew she needed backup. Why not bring some of the boys from the force?
I was saying the exact same thing. She still could have been alive, damn it. She still could have boned Diego in this damn season, but no.
No, she couldn't have. No,
Just
she couldn't
no.
have. I mean,
Just
again,
no.
this is Jon Snow levels of just because plot. That's it. And it was made specifically to hurt Diego.
This
And
man
while
already
I don't
lost.
like him, I see the need for it, but that's just it's a bit overboard. The one time she's been telling you to stay away from my crime scene, stop this fuck shit, let me handle it with my job and with my own backup. That's actually supposed to be here, not you. But then the one time that she calls him, he doesn't show up and she ends up dead.
Yeah, that was
Because plot to further Diego's story, and I really fucking hate that.
Oh man. Jet Cruz, stay on this side of the line. It gets crazy out there, but you got to stay on this side of the line. I hope your boy can speak Russian, or that would get really annoying with a dead Russian woman just sitting there screaming and bannering like in Russian the whole time. Like I would lose my shit with that.
I was questioning, like, even though she's speaking a different language, but even though she's dead and he can commune with the dead, could he fully understand her or not?
See, that was my first thought too. Like, because once he actually started recognizing her and speaking to her, like she's been there for like the last 2 episodes. So for as long as he's been in that hotel room, she's been there. She was the first one that we saw, and she's been spouting off shit nonstop since she came on the screen. I think he was just trying to ignore it. That's why we didn't know anything about her off rip. But once he started listening and talking to her, he got her name, her story, what happened, why it happened, and why she's pissed at Hazel and Cha-Cha. And that just spiraled into making his power the best weapon that he has to try to get out of that situation. Now, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I mean, if you could commune with the dead, it would make sense that your power would give you like the what is it in Star Trek, the universal translator that they put in their ear. You like have a ghostly universal translator. Whatever ghost talks to you, you can understand their language and they can understand you.
This whole episode, even the previous episode, I was like, granted, Klaus, you can commune with the dead, but how the hell is that even like effective in this damn team? Truly, like in the bank heist, I questioned it when he came out with the rest of the kids. I'm like, you can commune with the dead. How's that gonna help out with a bank heist? In the previous episode, Diego was like, I forgot her name, Vanya.
Vanya.
Like, she's talking about, oh, you're a liability compared to the rest of us. Yeah, the only thing Klaus can do is talk to the freaking dead. And what happened to him?
No.
The one that got caught. Like, come on now.
Put a pin in that. Keep watching, especially after the last episode.
I'm waiting.
You will
Trust
see
me, AK.
they all of them upgrade a little bit, and well, technically not upgrade, but you get a sense of what they're going to become because of how they spun the narrative, and you're gonna love it. I'm about to write this. I'm writing this down right now because I want to make a note to come back to this point when you see it, and you can tell me if I was lying to you or not.
I'm waiting for some top tier necromancer-ish coming from Klaus. I'm just waiting.
Okay, Klaus. Okay, I'm sorry, DJ, but between me and you, okay, me and Phantom got a brother-sister rivalry going on here, okay? Between me and you, there are 2 Klauses that we like. And you know who the other Klaus is. So if I'm telling you, look out for some good shit with that Klaus, trust me when I say look out for some shit with this Klaus.
You said there are 2 Klauses in the room. I'm with you, Linda. I really love this show, too. It is getting absolutely crazy. Just crazy. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's like a perfect like mix between Legion and Doom Patrol. It's just weird. Just a perfect amount of weird.
It really is. That's a very good analogy. Kudos, Linda. It is.
Vanya calls Leonard to thank him for the flowers and to make a breakfast date. And I thought I saw him pocket those pills earlier. And yep, he's got her pills and is pouring them down the drain. And it looks like we may finally get to see what she was suppressing by popping all those because she's not going to have them anymore.
And why throw them down the drain? Were you actually working for the father? Were you now? Was this like one of his like, oh, like if I pass away or something, there's something I need you to do, kid. Like, I don't know. I don't know. He's high key suspect. Still high key
You
suspect.
lightweight on the right path, but put a pin in that. No spoilers for my K.
All I'm saying is I got both eyes on this man.
But yes,
Trust him.
I got 4 eyes. Okay, keep all of them. Double that. Keep all of them on him.
Oh man, and I don't know. You guys keep talking about your boy Claus. I think Claus is a dick. Like Yodora comes in to save him, and he doesn't even warn him that there's 2 different gunmen there. Like what? That's ruthless.
I mean, he was about to, but then
then Hazel stepped out the bathroom. He didn't have time to.
You could still say, "Hey, there's more than one of them," or "Be careful." Like he's just doing it. There's another one. Like he could have gave all kinds of clues.
You know what though? You know what though? Because of the brevity of the scene that happened before that, and the conversation that Hazel and Cha-Cha were having in the bathroom, I put that on Hazel too. Because we know Hazel has helped folks in some areas where they were supposed to kill and get rid of all episodes, all witnesses. Hazel could have totally signaled to her, "Yo, back up, or there's one more of me. Get the fuck out of Dodge." And we know that Cha-Cha wasn't even in the room when he came out that bathroom. So, Hazel could have did that shit too. That's not just on Klaus.
he probably would have allowed them to escape too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it was just Hazel, he would have been like, "Yo, all right, we good. I might have to knock you out so I can get out of here, but that means that my partner's gonna follow me, and you'll be okay when you wake up."
There you go. There you go.
I'm saying.
So, fandom, where do we think Claus got zapped to?
That is a good question. A very good question.
Ooh, y'all gonna love that. I plead the fifth.
I really don't remember. I have no idea.
And
If anything, my guess would be like the moment where Ben died. I guess he probably would have went there, because I still want more about how in the world did like Ben die. So that's my guess. He's gonna like teleport back to that point, because within this episode he was saying like you regret, like I'm dead, you're not, and you're just kind of like wasting your life away. So I would like for him to actually go back to the time when Ben actually died. But who knows?
Okay, I'm gonna invoke the spoiler clause that I did earlier. You ain't gonna get that answer.
Ah, damn it!
I'm just saying, because I know you're gonna look forward to it. You're not gonna get that.
They're not gonna tell us where Klaus went. Maybe that's why I don't.
No, they're gonna tell you. No, they're gonna show you very in detail where Klaus went, but they're not gonna tell you about Ben. We will see Ben again, but it's not going to be in the capacity of what you were thinking, fandom. That's why I'm telling you that. That's
okay.
Scratch that.
Where's it at? Linda's going to call it out. Where you at? I saw it up there.
What Linda say?
There's another one.
Ha.
Put up the sign.
Yep. And Linda did that because she knows exactly what I'm talking about.
How terrible is the police force in that city? Like a cop gets shot in a hotel and Diego gets the call a half an hour later and yet still gets to that room before any cops do? What's up with that?
Bro.
If they don't even find Diego's prints on her, then reality, you can do anything in this damn city. That's all I'm saying.
Competent cops ever.
The worst, right, AK?
The absolute worst. And kudos to baby girl, because she really was on the case. She was paying attention to shit. That's why she knew to go track them to the hotel. She called Diego, not her actual backup that she could have called,
which was
to be there, because she knew that Diego was actually on the point. She knew that he would get it automatically. She might have to clear shit with her supervisors to get more officers there. She ain't got time for that. So she went in and did what she did.
At a bomb site, and she found the clue of "we'll be waiting for you with your brother at a hotel." That seems like a pretty good enough thing to be able to get some. I mean, I don't see.
We don't know the rules though. Look at all the other fuck shit that the cops have ignored. Yeah, we don't know the rules there. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's insane. I was like, this is the worst cop force ever.
Yeah.
And my guess is Diego is going to be playing no games when he meets up with Cha-Cha and Hazel next time. You done killed his boo. Oh my. He had to put his moms down because of y'all. Even though he hates his dad and has very complicated feelings for him, he just lost his dad. He personally had to put his mom down. He's going through all this other fuck shit, dealing with things, and now you done killed his girl. The one.
Bruh, if that was me, I'm going full John Wick on every fucking body. Yeah. It's a wrap. It's done. It's done.
Is that what's happening? Is he about to go John Wick on everybody fandom?
At least on Hazel and Cha-Cha at this point.
Yep.
You would have to. You would absolutely have to.
You are obligated to.
Oh, absolutely loving these first 2 episodes. Like I said, the first 2 episodes were a lot better. These 2 were more just filler and kind of keeping the story progressing along. And I look forward to the next 2 episodes, just picking it back up and getting back on track.
Sure.
Crazy exciting.
It only gets better, like you said. It only gets better from here.
How many episodes in the first season is it?
I think it's about 10, isn't it?
Okay.
Like,
you know what? I was literally going to look at that before I got on here.
10 to 12. And, well, I know you're about to start the trivia, so go ahead. I'll look it up right now.
There you go. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. So yeah, while she's doing that, we'll knock out just a couple questions of trivia. If you know the answer, go ahead and write them in the chat. If you're watching this later, go ahead and write them in the comments down below. First question: how long did Vanya say Helen had held the first chair?
What the hell happened out there?
3 years.
What was the question?
How long did Vanya say Helen had held the first chair?
Oh shit!
I know it's not 3.
I want to say 5, but god damn it, you're actually picking obscure shit that I didn't pay attention to. Damn you, DJ!
How the notes helping you out? You can't see me.
God damn it! I tried. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna still do it again next week and see if I can scramble it. I will figure you out. Damn it!
There it is. There it is. That's how we do it. Oh, that's the first question. How long
10
did
episodes,
Helen had held first chair?
Okay.
What's that? How many? What'd you say?
It was 10 episodes.
That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% nice. How long did Claus say they were beating him senseless? How long did Claus say they were beating him senseless?
Like all night, all day and all night, wasn't it?
He had a specific time frame, he said.
48 hours.
If you know the answer, write it in the chat. Later on, write it in the comments down below. Third question.
My prep time is shit. What the fuck?
Third question. What country did Cha-Cha remind Hazel of where he had to work on a guy for 2 days and 2 nights?
India?
That's incorrect.
No, it wasn't India. I remember it wasn't India, but of course I can't remember what it was. Fuck.
What country did Cha-Cha remind Hazel of where he had to work on a guy for 2 days and 2 nights?
Russia?
That is incorrect. Oh, it's all just for fun, Linda. It's all just for fun. Oh, look at my man Jake Cruz coming through. Bink, that is a correct answer for something earlier I asked. Job well done. Job well done. That is incorrect.
Bulgaria? Is that false or no?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
That is incorrect.
All right, what's the next one?
All right. How long did Diego say Luther was sitting on the moon?
2 years.
Incorrect.
7.
That is also incorrect. If you know that answer, put it in the chat or in the
No,
comments down below.
It was 7 years. It was 7 years from the accident is where they are. So what? 9 years?
That is also incorrect.
10.
All right. If you know that one, put it down below. What is Detective Yodora's last name? This is kind of a pitch on one of my questions last week. What is Detective Yodora's?
You and the names, damn it. You know we never remember the fucking
Hey, this is the only name I put on here. Come on now. Well, maybe one more. What is Detective Yodora's last name? Oh, my man, Jake Cruz is knocking it out of the park, though. I'll tell you that.
You got the years, though.
You remembering it, Jake? Or you just
Hey, good on
Googling?
you, Jake.
What's up, Jake? Are you Googling this or are you actually remembering that? Because
Look, I'm going to tell you.
At this point, just write the years down. And
That's what I'm saying. Yo, okay, but like if fandom can back me up on this. It don't matter if you Google it or not. Yo, if you got the fast fingers enough to get it before the next question is posed, you got it.
But these are so obscure. It's like, I don't even know if Google picked these up.
Google is a powerful tool if you know how to put in the right search words, man.
Oh, that's awesome. He said, I don't even know if Google would know these answers. I love it. I love it. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. We're going abstract. What's the name of the gym Diego lives at?
Fuck.
What is
I wrote down the damn name of the library, not the name of the gym.
Oh, we got her again. We got her again.
Okay, I'm gonna have to be more obscure when I go through next week's episode. All right.
Oh, Jake Cruz said, I knew you'd end up binging it all, Jake. This show's just too cool. You can't just sit back. You got to binge it.
Yeah. I knew Jake had watched it too.
Yeah. Because, he just caught up. Yeah, he binged it all over the last couple of weeks. That's awesome. All right, so what is the name of the gym Diego lives at? And then last but not least, who answered the phone at the gym when the detective called looking for Diego?
I know it was the owner.
I know it was the owner. I don't remember his fucking name though.
I don't even know if it was the owner. I know it was the coach of the team.
Or the guy that we've been led to believe is the owner. I mean, because he's the one that employs Diego and lets him sleep in the back room. So I would assume he's the owner.
He said, if you hit me with one more damn knives, I'm going to call the police.
How paranoid is Diego in this fucking show, right? Your boss is coming down to, okay, you're such a trained assassin. You should be able to tell who that person is just by hearing their gait.
Oh, I'm 100% that he does. He does that to mess with that man.
Like, what
so
the
that man
fuck?
leaves him
And
alone.
that's so fucked up. Again, Diego's a dick. That's why he is like, the only person that I don't like more than him is Luther.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, no, he was like, he knew exactly what was coming down. He just doesn't want that man messing with him. So he's throwing, he's like, if you throw one more knife at me, he didn't say if you hit me with one more knife. He said, if you throw one more than
okay, but
at me. And Diego's
why would you fuck up? Why would you fuck up your livelihood though?
Oh,
you only have a place to stay. You only have a place to stay because of that man's good graces. He don't have to keep you there to mop the floors and give you room and board, my guy.
Absolutely. Oh, that was just
rude.
Classic. That was just classic. So that was the last one who answered the phone at the gym when the detective called looking for Diego. That's going to do it for that. So yeah, like we said, I mean, this was definitely just a couple filler shows, but man, it was a
they were juicy, they were tasty.
So we're definitely going to be back on here next Tuesday, coming back at you with episodes 5 and 6, and I'm looking forward to it. Hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here. And hey, I look forward to seeing everybody. For all you football fans, we'll see you tomorrow night with Fantasy Fruit Loops, and for everybody with Umbrella Academy, we'll see you next Tuesday. Be easy.
Peace.